Ever get tired of tripping over HDMI cables just to get a screen mirrored across the room? It is a classic headache, especially when you are trying to set up a projector or just want a cleaner desk. This little kit from BRAIDOL is trying to solve that, and honestly, it does a surprisingly decent job of it. The first thing you notice is how light these units are. They weigh next to nothing, which is great if you are tossing them into a bag for a presentation, but they do feel a bit plasticky in the hand. That said, the setup is about as simple as it gets. You plug them in, wait a few seconds, and the connection just happens. No hunting for Wi-Fi passwords or messing with clunky apps, which is a massive win for anyone who just wants things to work without a headache. Now, the range is advertised at over 300 feet, and while you probably won't be testing that in a typical living room, it holds up perfectly fine through a couple of walls. The signal stays locked in thanks to that dual-band tech, and the latency is low enough that you aren't going to notice a delay while clicking through a slideshow or watching a video. It handles 4K decoding and pushes out a crisp 1080p image at 60 frames per second. It looks sharp, colors are accurate, and it doesn't stutter, which is really all you can ask for from a wireless link. What stands out, though, is the flexibility. You can mirror your screen or extend it, so it works just as well for a second monitor setup as it does for a movie night. It is compatible with pretty much anything that has an HDMI port, from cameras to game consoles. But it is not entirely perfect. Because it is so compact, the units can get a little warm if you leave them running for hours on end. It is not a deal breaker, but it is something to keep in mind if you are planning a long-term installation. Also, while the plug-and-play nature is fantastic, it does mean you don't get a ton of granular settings to tweak if you are the type of person who likes to fiddle with signal channels or bitrates. Still, for the average person who just wants to cut the cord without spending a fortune on professional-grade broadcast gear, this is a solid piece of kit. It is reliable, it is fast, and it clears up the clutter on your desk or entertainment center in seconds. If you're tired of being tethered to your monitor, this is definitely worth a look. It is one of those rare gadgets that actually does exactly what it says on the box, without making you jump through hoops to get there.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.